Full A fight. Breach and Omen Sewer. This is about to be devastating for the attack side.
Now going to offload that util, but a stun's going to be connecting. Kesnet forced and pushed back and away. Melzer with the blind is good connection. Dart to try and again repel and push the ward away. And in this carnage,
bro, that legit looked like an anti-strat.
Just leaving Flashback alone. A 1v2. Spike dropped down at his back.
Oh boy.
Timing of his own.
I like the reclear from Shy and Melzer, but now they've split up, and that's where the danger comes through. Does Shy have eyes on the spike? I think he must do, just based on the minimap.
Flashback.
Good play.
All the way
he's going to miss the timing.
Just doesn't need... Oh, spotting one of the players, and he knows exactly where Shy is for the 1v1.
NC.
But Kru...
Time.
Huge pistol.
And in this follow-up, they've only got 2 there. Kesnet, MTA.
C default for Orb, I assume.
Trying to find the right timings to contest DRX is going to be super important.
And Mouse is dodging most of this util coming his way as well with a Bulldog in hand, Flash. Paranoid
well played to stay alive. Well
cut up
played.
The side as well, buy a bit of time, kill trips as well.
Let him have bomb, but you have a clean round.
For DRX, so pocket change earned, a little bit of extra money, but overall Kru keeping it nice and healthy for the bonus.
Wait, is my quality bad again?
Lovely.
And I didn't notice?
Now, bringing up bonus round
that's good.
Stats again, because of course, you know, your boy's nerdy.
Yeah, you've been digging. To be used to get Kesnet onto that line. Dart to worry about. Oh, he's missed it. 2 shots rattled away, but not able to claim it, so he is postured.
See, now this guy has to rotate because they have no lines. This is a perfect call.
They themselves as well, trying to take this one out through Garage.
I don't think they meant they do for sure, but this is a perfect call. And he didn't hit the trip.
There's no one to meet him. Kru happy to give this one up. A slight pixel
this guy can't die.
Flashback still committed.
Huge.
And still
fucking huge.
No one able to cross back up into Garage here, and at this point, round is basically wrapped up. Only 2 left to stand with MTA and Heat. Not much they can really do.
I don't think there was any chance there for the Kru players coming back through Garage. Even if they'd had rifles in hand, just far too snappy on the aim. Heat and MTA, they want to try to do a bit of damage, and that's a great opening shot.
Yeah. Need a bit more, though, and already the flank is occurring. Flashback spots it out.
What a round, Flashback. What a round.
No bonus round, no increasing the distance.
Having 0 information towards him.
I suppose, setting a heavy expectation, especially with Heat's position tucked into the back of the side.
This is better. This is better as long as this guy continuously goes for the info.
So you see,
and he's low-key kind of lucky these guys have no info now.
But there's no paranoia, there's no stun. You're pretty confident that Kru are not fighting super aggro, and here the cam tells you with decent confidence, nobody there.
It's a bit of a slow siege.
Gonna stun Garage or no?
Peek through, trying to take that Garage.
They could stun retake Garage if they wanted.
drx making it seem like they're working over towards that area. Now back into A.
Cam is holding sewers. This guy only has to hold long.
He does have to commit his body, at least to try and get that.
As soon as he sees one, they all are going to rotate. Oh my god.
Yeah, almost a punish.
Look at this.
Backs it up and away, though, and reinforcements are arriving for Kru. Yeah, they're already fast.
Oh, they're fucked.
Again with the fault line.
And they got this.
Going to be expended, pushed back and away. No one on that dart duty.
What a play.
Glides into the side. Smokes in their face.
Are they going to lose?
Might be able to persevere through the thick and thin of it. Shy's the last one.
1v1.
As the smoke dissipates, he's granted that easy angle again into the 1v1. Shots rattling.
Oh, don't do headshot angles. Don't do headshot angles. You know he's low.
He's low. Cam tagged up. And finally
oh my god. That's a Cypher diff. I'm sorry.
To deal with that, I think.
Cam and a dart immediately broken. Now Flashback is ahead of a lot of this. Off angle again played.
The same Garage default. Oh.
By Melzer.
Oh my god, they're not going to clear him now.
Landing, but did he think it's cleared? Oh,
wow, with the Spectre.
And the Spectre in the hands of him.
They thought they spammed it, but they didn't.
The DRX team. Only 3 of them left to survive into this as well. Norofet will give away quite a bit of info.
It makes Kru think they need to shore up this A side of the map, so Kesnet's going to come and try to reinforce MTA. But basically, Kru just need to not overextend. They're in a 5v3. You don't want to give any opportunities back to DRX.
This guy has everything towards C, so he can play. They can play like kind of retake with the camera here as well, so they do need to focus on B. I hate that there's breach left.
There was someone behind that box.
They're gonna have to full retake B now. This guy can't die. Oh, Melzer, you cannot die.
An opener is what they need here. Cheeky kill. Melzer, he's not giving anything away. That is nasty. jiggling onto the corner, a bit of a pre-fire. Okay, Phantom
ace.
at work.
The ace.
He's on for the ace, yeah. One player left to stand, it's Bane, and he's being pressured, pushed, corralled into the corner. Kesnet steals away, but it's flawless at the end.
When the opponent on the attack side is hitting the A-bomb site.
Taking it slow and steady to begin.
That is by far the best smoke you can throw for your teammates. Gives them so much space to play.
It's called a weaponry, so it makes a lot of sense here, but
Another garage default.
not the beginning they were hoping for, not in front of this Korean crowd. Going to be making their way now over towards the seaside. Shock darts, at least to remove most of this one here inside towards the cage. Here's the footsteps.
Not again.
He knows he's there or no?
Shy surviving into this spot, and we will eventually be dropped. Melzer
Ulcer's here, though.
is dished out. The rest of his team now following suit as well. They want to get themselves into the action, into the fray.
Wow.
It's Kesnet overdrive in his hands, and he's lighting them all.
Wow, what a rotate.
Another 4K.
Game plan though,
Draws
garage
people
default.
back towards top garage.
No matter what they're doing, they're always going garage first.
Awareness here, he's stuck it! And Shy, he waits around the corner. Mako's baited to stick the ult.
They're C-splitting again with the Sova ult.
Play to make still. Fight isn't over yet, but this man will not be denied.
Stayed alive. You got
Rips
two and
away
stayed
of the
alive.
lives of DRX. They're going to give them
And
up
Kesnet
the sight,
Kesnet has all of C2.
And now Kesnet wants to make another go of things here. It's a fault line to set
Nah,
up.
this
Another
is
stunner.
fucked.
Just going to be layered all
This
the
is
way
fucked.
through. Rifle aim is on point. Movement, just a cherry on top, and Kru cannot be stopped.
Shy can't get to. And go back to B for a late hit.
Taken
It will almost always get you the
Oh
bomb
my
down.
goodness. And listen, the weaponry's bad right now for DRX, but these guys are hurting. Able to catch another one, but Stinger in the hands of Mako, it's not good enough. Calling for that pause, but Kru going for a reclear, contacting. Mako reveals his hand. He's trying to clear the corner. Blade
I mean, it's
Storm,
good that he got
rapid
one.
Fire. Only the one before the trade comes out. Mako is worried about these
Good
players.
flash.
Paranoia does land, blinded up.
What a
sprays him
flash.
down.
Mako just wins these, right?
Collected into the corner, leaves it down to another 1v1. This time, the Smokes players.
Omen is a C player, so he can't possibly know if he's flank or not.
There's time to work with. If you are Mako, you can slow this one down.
What redemption this would be as well for Mako. After he got caught coming straight out of the tag timeout.
What about Lotus makes that not as true?
Incredibly important round.
What, like the B gap mid-round? It's harder to clear towards that B main area. There's a lot of off angles in B main, whereas in middle on this map, going into B, there's not as many. But it works on Lotus too. Like B gap late will always be a thing.
Gives away his location, just a smoke, could have been thrown from anywhere. And
It's too hard to hold all 3 bomb sites. So if you're able to manipulate rotations with an initial map control either at C or A, you'll almost always have a gap inside the B bomb site where someone can walk up.
B to make at least it feel like to Melzer that he's playing over towards that B angle, walks most of the way, but now committing.
But this
to
is
the
later
plan.
in the
That's
round,
good.
not early.
Melzer, paranoia. There's a connection, drops himself down into hell. The reposition.
Yo!
Open. My God. Almost just plays it poorly, but again, the reposition away and the mind games are kicking into full effect in this 1v1. The smoke drop down, Melzer taps, and the issue, and hand being forced out of Mako. No stick inside, but pushes forward, Melzer catches him. A bullet to the brain, and another round 1 for Kru.
Damn, Kru is feeling themselves.
Needed that one.
Now it becomes very hard, especially if he gets this line for free. And he has it. This line is free. Okay, they know he has op here.
Mako's still alive though. Now able to at least take up that space out towards
See, I wish they had just left here, walked back to middle since there's no op in play here, and then did a B execute or a B fake into a C split. I wish they did either of those two things. I don't think this will work what they're doing here. Although they do have a breach. They do have a breach ult and Sova.
Catch Kru if they decide to go for info reclear.
And so does the opponent.
And then when you exec, the defenders are going to be spread out again. Yeah. So we're now finally, at the last moments of this first half, getting to see DRX playing their attack side, how they would
take
like
A control, pause, let this guy make noise C. Problem is these guys were always going to be retake, so no one's ever going to rotate.
Position to evacuate. Right by his side, he's going to be catching that first contact. The smokes up and away.
Nice flash. Nice fucking
He
flash.
wants to get the hell out of there. They're giving up the site entirely.
Okay, Bane is dead, but when they breach ult,
at least silver lining potentially is that they might be able to get this plant down. Still, it's tapping away.
It's going to be double breach ult.
And they do have that rolling thunder in their back pocket. DRX desperate to get this plant down. Still with that player disadvantage. Here it is, sent flying. Might be used into a response. So it's just a 1-for-1. And Foxy9 does take down Shy.
That was huge not to use the breach ult to take the site.
All up and over to the top. The retake is going to be difficult. Again, Kesnet just blindly firing away and through with that op in his hands. He's hoping for an easy kill. Buzz dominating the smoke, but does not win out
And they
his fight.
still lose.
All has to be contained. Flashback and Mako. And down and out. A collection of kills in what looks like anarchy towards the end. Is that a forward? And up and towards heaven, but he's not going to be punished for it. Paranoia sweeps through.
As is going to go behind
up
him.
into heaven for him to play around. He's waiting for the rest of his team to get in, and he leaps into the fray, trying to take the fight with a cloudburst in play.
You see the smoke right here? That's the space it gives you.
drx will have to answer back once more. This is ridiculous.
Again,
man.
that smoke from Melser, then either rehit or please start abusing this B gap that will always be available in the mid round. Their sight hits are just not working. They should have known that when they hit C and A earlier in the half. So instead, fake the sights that you were gonna hit originally,
Tempo Crew happy
and then just have two people walk into.
Giving up most of this site, but they're setting themselves up as a Paranoia and a fault line out through into the back again. And already this util is just a little bit too late and delayed. Foxy9 presses the advantage through the smoke, but a spike drop down now, and everybody once more falls here for DRX.
Seeing that, DRX are getting sucked up into the pace of Crew. They're getting dragged into it.
Oh my, what a shot.
It's over, it's over.
Plucked away.
That's Kesnet pre-fires onto the corner, and that's a Hunter's
I'm telling you right now, oh my god, they have 3B because it's so obvious now. They have double up.
Set up. They're in the walls, man.
Well, that's the advantage of having a blooming economy.
You just don't expect it, but this is them trying to make a good go of it. DRX in through into the B side.
It's over, man. It's over.
Back up,
Literally entirely outplayed, running out.
Past, they're trying to hunt for those top 3 finishes. They'd love to get some kind of turnaround here early on.
Bane's going to catch the contact of these players out through a lobby. Buzz, an attempt to flank and play himself into the angle, but Kesnet's not slowing down, and there's no util to help.
See the difference?
Bane is just isolated alone on an island. There's no helping him out with the same pace that Kru was
so
showcasing.
Fucked. That smoke came so late because of how fast Neon is. So the Sova's just fucked.
Kill, but can't land the second shot. Shy surviving. Paranoia offloaded and flashed into his face, but flashback again. He's pushed forwards.
This is a 13-2, gentlemen.
Disconnected, and it leaves it just down to
Wait a second. Mako has to win this round for them.
2v2 damage done to either side. Anyone's game. It comes down to these angles and timing.
Melser is feeling it though.
Melser versus Foxy9. Can hear the footsteps running around, but Melser wins it out.
Maps. So I'm entirely incorrect.
Class A lobby take. That has to be respected, so Buzz is going to be using just a dash to disengage.
Yeah, maybe they've got dinner reservations and they want to... They're like, let's get rid of DRX real quick. Just a blip in the road.
This is unreal.
They have forced here, DRX. They've got to.
And
they're
so
11-2 down. But
now they just have too much momentum. Anything will work.
The Marshall, finish them off with the Stinger. It is a fairly even buy.
Committal here by
slowing down like this just resets the defense rotations.
Smokes in their face.
Kind of annoying.
Kru don't want anything to do with it though. Going to re-explore different areas and avenues. They haven't broken any of this util that's been set down, laid down by flashback. You know, mid-trip, garage trip still active, but DRX haven't moved bodies away from those areas.
And it looks like Kru might have found an open C site. I wonder how much they're going to contact up. One of the biggest things in the current meta is noticing these retake setups and contacting into them, not using too many ults or pieces
I don't think he meant to flash that.
That was fairly light. They've still got some decent...
Or maybe he did for the guy far left by logs.
DRX looking to regroup now and take this one, potentially again.
Are they going to play off? They're playing on. Oh wow, they're playing on.
Again to try and pave the way, but already just being chewed up straight through the choke point.
Doesn't matter, it's over.
Makes a decent go of things as well, but they just
this
can't
shit
get
is
past
fucking
anything
chalk
right now. Kru, an absolute chokehold onto the C site, and this is them inevitability that they're going to be reaching that 12th round.
This is chalk, guys.
Trying to speedrun 112 the entire event at this point.
And I am worried about what this is going to do to DRX. This is not the same team that had all the confidence to be able to make it through groups and get to lower bracket finals and try to break that glass ceiling for Pacific and for Korea.
That's true.
That's already been done by Gen
That is true. The Neon Stun and the Cypher Trip in that case does cancel out a flood.
Rookie players on the team. 3 of them. Foxy9.
They got the site way too cleanly. They just set up for the flood immediately.
And they've got a brand new IGL, Marco.
Good point.
In his own words.
Back in the slightest. It's a fault line. Util going to be used.
Wait a second. That smoke's cool.
Handshake in terms of the darts.
The smoke's canceled out that dart. They don't know he's here.
Info. Trying to hide away, only one player revealing themselves.
Oh, this is so smart. And he still dies?
It's sky high. Pre-aiming for Shaq, but he's not in the server. He's nowhere near.
Nah, it's shocked.
Cage triggered.
I do like the idea there as well. Mako gave him a little smoke that you could barely see so that he could try to play.
He's probably wondering why the fuck isn't Omen walking up.
Unexpected in the corner. Didn't work.
Ah, this is
Kru
over,
looking to
man.
close out.
Flawless around? Nope, never mind.
Pause into the round to at least make them stim in. A re-exploration is punished in kind.
They stacked the A-bomb site and barely got any kills. They got one.
That is the map closed out. 13-2.
Oh, they just got absolutely demolished.
It's the only way to describe
It's
it.
fine. DRX warming up, no?
If there's going to be one team that
DRX
spots
warming up, see or no?
drives it home with supreme confidence.
That was a fast map. What was the time on that map?
Kru.
Not willing to take a step back. Not
15
willing to
minutes.